to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shoes and boots.
What's up? This T-Shirt Kings 247.com. I recently researched all the other internet sites that sell shirts like we do. And by far, we are the cheapest. With us, you order 20 shirts, you get 60% off. You order 50 shirts, you get 65% off. It's hard for me to properly articulate the deal you're getting because it's so T-ShirtKings247.com, 937-603-4494. Whatever you need, we bring it right to your door.
You gotta be hot dang kidding.
What's up with it? Welcome to For Shits and Giggles podcast. I'm Ahaba Elian, owner of T-ShirtKings247.com. I got my cousin Remy G in the building. I got my brother T.A. We want everybody to please like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop hot content like we're doing tonight. And to my bros, what's going on?
And then I want to first start off and apologize to everybody with, being the owner, creator of For Shits and Giggles podcast. We had a little technical difficulties today. And so we got started a little later than supposed to be. So my apologies to the audience, and thank you for sticking with us, and hope you stay with us throughout the show.
No doubt. I had to take ownership because that would be me, the technical difficulty. But, thanks, and everybody that's in the building. We are definitely appreciative for you all's tapping in and taking time out to spend with your boys here in the spot. So thank you, and go ahead and get it going.
All right, so I want to go ahead and get cracking right into it this weekend, right to the picks, and not spend too much time on it. Just kind of go through it real quick so we can get our picks onto the game, and then get right into our topics. One major topic today I want to talk about is gambling in college sports, with a few incidents that's went on with that. And then talk about, one thing I know I'm definitely happy about. I know Ahaba is definitely happy about. And Bone, I know you're a football guy, but NBA season is starting this week, so we definitely happy about adding another topic with basketball and everything onto the podcast. So extremely happy about that. So let's get right on to it. So we got the game going on now. We got the 49ers and the Rams. Game is 17-7 right now in the third quarter. San Francisco is winning. So it's either you feeling that the 49ers can come back, or the Rams going to come back, or the 49ers hold on. What's your picks?
I'm going with the Rams. First. I'm going with the Rams.
All right, who you got?
What down 17?
What quarter is it?
With the Rams. Third quarter.
Third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about either one of these teams, really. I'll go with San Francisco. They're winning.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and go with San Francisco because I ain't picked them all year, so I guess I'll pick them one time. So the next game.
McCaffrey in my fantasy.
All right, so then we have a 9:00 Sunday game this week between the Vikings and the Browns. It's gonna be across the waters though.
Vikings and the Browns. Did the Vikings just play overseas last week?
Yep,
they played the Steelers. They played Pittsburgh,
and they stayed over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me the Vikings.
No, they're not playing in the same place.
No, they still across the waters though, but they never came home. They stayed overseas, just probably for travel purposes. So you got the Vikings, cuz. Who you got?
Yeah. Vikings.
You going Vikings?
I'm going.
Cleveland might get a shot in the arm, man. New quarterback and got that good defense. But go ahead.
I I just thought
I'm
about
gonna
Brian Flores as the D coordinator. They're gonna beat the brakes off Cleveland.
I'm going with the Vikings too. I would not pick the Browns unless Shador is playing. So now to the 1 o'clock games getting started. So we got 6 1 o'clock games. First one, Cowboys and Jets. I don't think that's going to take a whole lot of thought
Cowboys.
from that.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Yep. Giants versus Saints. I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Oh, Saints.
You just shaking your head. Yeah, which one is that? Which one? Come on.
This is my new stuff I'm doing now. Give me who Saints and who?
The Giants.
Giants. Where they playing? Where they playing?
New York.
New York. Yeah, I'm not for sure. I think New Orleans. You sure?
I'm taking the home team. I'm taking the home team.
Okay.
You got to pick. No, you got to make a pick. You got to make a pick. We ain't doing that. You
Come
did.
on,
Yeah, okay. Who'd you pick, Bone? The Saints. I'm picking the Saints.
All right. Raiders, Colts.
Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Bro got to pick first from now on.
Dolphins and Panthers.
That one was an accident. Who cuz?
Dolphins and Panthers.
Tyreek Hill just got injured. Give me the Panthers.
Give me the Dolphins.
Damn.
I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins. Broncos, Eagles. I'm gonna roll with the Eagles.
Broncos.
You got Broncos? Okay.
Yep.
Texans and the Ravens.
Ravens.
Lamar out.
Is Lamar Jackson playing?
Texans.
That's Coach Jones in the building. That ain't Coach Jones.
No, that's KJ. That's KJ.
That's KJ. Okay. Yep. What's up, young king?
What's up, little bro? So I guess we all gonna roll with the Texans on this one. Maybe they'll come through this time for me. All right, now we got 405 games. First one, Titans versus Cardinals.
Titans. No, Cardinals.
I'm gonna go Cardinals.
All right, we all going Cardinals. I'm gonna roll with speakeasy team. Buccaneers versus Seahawks. Right.
Ricky White the third. Oh, but Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield. Is Baker hurt? He's questionable.
But you
now.
said it don't matter if Ricky White the third is playing. You're picking Seattle. I'm just going off what you said.
That I didn't say that tough, but primarily right. But I'm saying if it comes down to a pick 'em, I'm going Seattle, but not just like blind faith with Seattle. No, I'm going Buccaneers. Thank you.
You haven't picked Seattle, no, and you claim
we all going Buccaneers.
Allegiance to
the battle of the cats. We got the Lions and the Bengals.
The Lions.
We all going with the Lions too. The Commanders and the Chargers. That's the last 405 game.
Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going Jim Harbaugh. Is Jaden Daniels back? 405 game. They out there in San Diego. Come on, Chargers. I'm going with them.
Yeah, is Jaden Daniels back? Because he didn't play last week, did he?
I think so.
I don't know if he's back. I think he's questionable, but I'm not for sure if he's playing or not.
All right. Well, I got to make a pick. I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Commanders. Maybe he'll be back. Then the Sunday night game, Patriots versus the Bills. All right.
Bills.
All right. Is there any way I could pick? Because I want both of them to lose. Is there any way you can pick that both of them lose?
Mm-hmm. We can do anything.
For shits and giggles, you know. I pick both of them to lose.
This show. Hey,
I go with
me.
the real. Then the last game of the week is the Monday night game. We got the Chiefs and Jaguars.
Chiefs
Chiefs.
Kingdom. Chiefs Kingdom.
I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs on that one too.
All right.
All right, so that's our pick for the week. So we got them in. So now I know it's been something how you was talking about a few weeks ago. I mean, you was talking about a few weeks ago when we were talking about with gambling and the effect of gambling in sports and stuff like that. So recently we had a very interesting play last weekend when a guy, quarterback for Indiana in the game Indiana versus Iowa. Indiana was up 7 points with 3 seconds to go on the clock, and they had the ball on. And their quarterback decided to run the ball back 40 yards. Bone, what's the average 40 for a quarterback?
Average 40. They slow.
Okay, so let's say
it's got somebody that's flying.
What would you? So somebody like Lamar would probably be like to have the fastest 40, right?
Lamar would probably be one of the fastest. Yeah.
Okay. And so I asked that question because there was 3 seconds left on the clock. And this man had to go 40 yards in order to get a safety. And he ran back into the end zone and took a safety. So I just was trying to figure out that was there any way that he possibly could have thought that he ran a 3-second 40 that it was needed for him to run 40 yards back in order to take this safety. And how it comes into gambling, y'all, is because the spread on the game was 6.5. They were up 7. And then this guy goes back, so he messed up the spread and went by 5. He actually got on social media and apologized to the bettors, which was actually a little strange that I thought that he apologized to the bettors. And then he said he was under direct instructions from his head coach to run back those 40 yards when the clock had ran out when he was about at the 30. And he continued to run and get the safety. And he said he was under direct instruction from his head coach. So do you think that the head coach had some money on this game also? Well, what's y'all take on that play?
I didn't know that part of it. When I saw it after we talked, and I saw the first thing I thought somebody had to get paid, but for him to say that his coach told him to do that, I dang near don't believe it. And for him to say that, man, that's crazy. Because they're gonna be asking him about it, and I mean it's hard to prove, but it's damn near obvious. It's no way in the world at the end of a game a coach is going to think, unless it's something sketchy going on. Why would you do that? There's no reason to do something like that at the end of a game. So it's gonna look all the way around. I've never seen that happen in a game before. It's no reason for you to do that. You can run. He could have ran and just threw the ball up in the stands and the clock would have ran out. You know what I mean? So to go and put more points on the board is just
put more points on the board for the opposing team.
For the other team. For the other team. That's crazy. And with the
point
spread what it was, it's crazy.
Well, gambling and the odds and the chance for them to actually be able to make some money, I mean, it's probably really enticing. I see Chad said, where is the investigation? But I mean,
that's correct.
How much gambling and actually goes on within the sport that doesn't get detected, doesn't get punished? You know, how common is stuff like this? It not as obvious to actually go and take the points off the board, but to feel like you affect the game as a player. Do players get approached by somebody that wants them to fix the game a lot? Has anybody ever approached you guys about trying to fix a game?
I've never personally been approached by anybody, but I've definitely heard of it happening in college basketball, even going back in the day, 30-something years ago when we played. So I definitely do not think that is something that's unheard of and unprecedented. And now I really think it will be even more because of how gambling being legal now, and everybody participating in gambling. And that was the thing. So Chad asked a very great question there, because that was the next thing I was going to say. Like, why is this not being investigated? How is this? Because that play there was a little bit too obvious, and it is. I don't believe in coincidence, and that's way too much coincidence.
But you don't think the coach just said, "Man, just hike the ball and just run backwards and let the time go out," and the player just went out there and just ran because he literally did run the clock out. He ran the clock out.
But the clock ran out before he reached the end zone. The clock had ran out before he reached the end zone.
True, that's adrenaline. The game is still going. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to get tackled. I don't know. But I'm just saying, what
he actually gave himself more of a chance to be tackled by keeping running. So I don't think that was it. And to run that far, it was 3 seconds on 3 seconds on the clock. There's jumbotrons at the end of each end zone where you can see the clock in there to see that he could have looked up and saw that the time was out. So I'm not going to try to, I'm always one for players and everything, but hey, if it walked like a duck and talked like a duck, then it just might be Affleck.
So do you think that they will still end up getting paid? You think somebody is going to get paid from like a back channel and then slide him the money later?
I mean, yeah, however gambling goes, I'm not a gambler, so however that goes, but he messed up the spread for a bunch of other people. So I mean, who
is a gambler to talk about somebody messed up something for them? They gambled. He
messed up for somebody, but he also he made somebody won because of that too.
And the bottom line is this: the gambler is the gambler. The gambler has to account for the fact that a player might do something like that. You're gambling on the fact that the player is going to be honest. Shit.
No,
yes, you
that's
are.
That's not what you are gambling.
Yeah. But at the root, yes, you are. At the root, it's a gamble. You have no idea what can happen in this game. An injury could happen. A role player could do something. Anything can happen on the inside of this game. So you're gambling that the players will be honest.
No, except for situations like that. You're not anticipating somebody to do like that. When the game is in hand, they have a 7-point lead with 3 seconds left, and you run in the end zone and get a safety. That never happens. That never happens.
That's right. That's true. But Scott Van Pelt used to do something called Bad Beats on his show. And Bad Beats was pretty much like somebody wins a game, but the spread gets cut. Things happen like that at the end of the game.
Things can happen like in the course of a game that can,
at the end of the game.
At the end of the game that mess up the point spread, but not that specifically. And not when, you know what I mean? You got the game in hand.
So that's
I think what I'm trying to say is like, now the kid doing that is questionable, but I don't think that we got to feel bad for the gambler, because the gambler is gambling and the gambling is on everything. So the gambler, you gambling, it's a bit unsavory anyway. So whatever happens in the game is
we're not saying feeling bad for the gambler. What we are talking about is now the
It messed up
respect
the
of
point spread.
no, not the point spread is the respect of the game. So now is the games is now that it's trickling down to college sports, where college sports isn't legitimately a sport that is being run by the gamblers, that the gamblers can be able to dictate the score and win of a game by paying players and stuff. This is what we're talking about. Isn't it? No form of fashion are we talking about feeling sorry for any gamblers. Yes, you're correct when you say everything is a gamble. So we're talking about now the effect of it on to college sports. So like here, we had 13 players at 6 schools that was in basketball that's on their investigation for betting on games. We had Arizona State, Eastern Michigan, Temple, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, Mississippi Valley State. That these players have to not only bet on and against themselves and their teams. Also, what has happened, Fresno State has had 2 players suspended, and San Jose State had 1 player suspended, and their eligibility now taken away completely, that they can never play. One of the players that transferred schools and has now been suspended from his school and can no longer play in any at any NCAA school because of their involvement in gambling and games. And this is what I'm talking about here. Now, I'm not talking about the gambler, just talking about the what is it doing to the game. And do you think that with this money and with gambling being more legal now, do you think that this could be more of a common situation? Hopefully not.
Yes.
That it probably won't be this
Yes.
obvious,
Yes.
but
It will. I think that it will.
When you have situations like that, and my fault, bro.
No,
I think the biggest thing is not the gambler, but when the integrity of the game is called into question, the normal fan looks at the game and questions, what am I looking at? Is someone paid off? Is this truly the best team winning, or is someone
now
not?
we talking. Now we're talking.
That's what you have to always think about. You have incidents like what happened in that Iowa-Indiana game. If what you're looking at seems like it's not genuine and authentic, then you're going to lose fandom. People aren't going to want to watch the product that's out there because
you are 1,000,000% right. And I want the chat to please, everybody in the chat, please make sure that you chime in on this. Because what Remy and Bone are talking about now is they're talking about the integrity of the game and how can this game be trusted if we're going to watch people go in and get manipulated, players be manipulated by money. Okay. So the integrity of the game, not just through gambling, but just through the entertainment portion of the game in itself. I think that the integrity is always supposed to get a bit of a side eye and to be looked at a bit with skepticism. And the reason why I'm saying this is because how did the Dallas Mavericks get the #1 pick in the NBA draft after they had such heartbreak? And not to go all the way off rails, but I'm just talking about how I'm looking at the game and thinking that a kid gambling in a game doesn't make me look at the game any less trustworthy because of all of the shenanigans that already go on for the entertainment purposes of the sport.
So what you're correct, cuz, and what we're talking about now is saying, because you're absolutely correct, that has always been in question with the professional sports. Now we're talking about what this subject is talking about here. Is it trickling down to the college game? See, we've been on that from down here with the officials and all this stuff in the NBA and things in the NFL, and that's the entertainment aspect of it. We have always thought that we were looking at college sports because you were having people that were trying to play themselves into professional realms and this and that. That the college game was supposed to be based off of integrity and not the entertainment aspect of it. But you're absolutely correct in saying that. So that's what we're saying like now. So now are we looking at seeing or thinking that college sports are now just going to be a reflection of professional sports and just entertainment also?
Yeah, because the kid was carrying out the orders of his coach, and the coach didn't order him as though it would be the kid doing something illegal or covering some point spread or nothing. The coach said, hike the ball and run straight back to the end zone. I don't want no fumbles. I don't want nothing dumb. I don't want anything. Hike the ball and run that shit straight back in and run it out of the end zone. I don't care about a safety. The coach ordered that kid to do that. So I don't think that it'll probably, because what you're saying is right, because ain't nobody going to jeopardize their opportunity to make it to be a pro by accepting some little stupid gambling bet, throwing a game, and then looking bad. So the athlete, the youth, the college athlete is going to give it their all and probably would be less willing to affect the outcome of a game. But I think that it's coming from the management, the coaches, the boosters, the whoever that's actually pulling the strings and deciding who plays. Those are the people that they're probably going to get to in order to affect the integrity of the game, the coaches, and so on and so forth.
Now, because I would say this has happened before in college athletics. This isn't the first. We've had other scandals and stuff throughout the years of betting on games and things like that, or not betting on games, or games looking like they were fixed and all that type of stuff. We've had this happen before. You had Tulane had the scandal many years ago that they got the death penalty and stuff behind some gambling situations with in basketball and stuff like that with point spread and fixing games and stuff like that. So the thing is what we're looking at now, and I guess y'all answered, we're looking at this now becoming more widespread. And so Bone, do you think that we're going to have more plays like this where it's that obvious, or do you think we're going to have people that try to clean it up a little bit better than this?
Me personally, I think what happened, I think that's that's a one-on-one incident, and I don't think that will happen again. And to a certain degree, I believe what Bro said as far as the people who will be most influenced or most vulnerable to somebody getting to them with money is, I would think, either coaches or referees. Yeah, like Chad mentioned about Donahue and the NBA, and it's sort of a nuanced conversation because we're playing in those games. They're playing and competing to win on both sides. Right. The ref may be making calls to influence the game. I think it's a totally different conversation when you have a player, whether it's professional or college, that's doing stuff like the quarterback did in that game. Totally different. And whether he knew it or not, it just flies in the face of conventional wisdom. It's like you would never make a play like that, and it looks so obvious when you then see the point spread and you see a play like that. No one is never going to run back 40 yards and that's just stupid. So as far as the integrity of the game, I think that it's always going to be maintained to a certain degree. If you get a player, and me personally, I think, oddly enough, I don't think the bigger schools, I don't think they'll be as big of a deal. I think it's more so the little mid majors and stuff where you can get somebody and influence them with money and say, okay, let's do something to possibly affect the point spread. I think those people are the people you'll have to worry about. I don't think you can go to somebody like at a Big Ten school and be like, hey, I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars to get you to not do anything, like drop a couple balls if you're a wider. I don't think that'll really happen now because kids actually can get paid.
We just actually watched this take place in a Big Ten game. I mean, this quarterback here, this was a Big Ten game. So,
but he says that his coach told him to do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that the players will be the ones. I think who you might be able to influence. And all of this is alleged. This is speculation right now. It's necessarily nothing proven. It looks real crazy, but it's still nothing has been proven. But the kid said that his coach told him to do that.
Right.
And so, if something did happen, it was because of the coach. You know what I mean? Players will really.
I wonder, is this kid receiving threats and receiving any type of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people
think that
like
someone
threatening
definitely
him.
has threatened him.
Well, he made an apology on
Hey,
Twitter,
listen,
so it seemed like he
these kids get
under
threatened
some type
if
of
they
pressure.
drop a game. So I definitely think they would
And
get threatened over that. Minus
Will
betting.
Will made a
Right.
good point there. Boston College, Iowa State are not mid-major schools, and they all have had proven scandals. So I don't really think it's
No,
the
but that was before kids could get paid. That's what I'm saying. Now you go to those kids in most cases, I think it would be hard, you would be harder pressed to get those kids to bet on games. The reason that they did that at those schools is because they wanted money. I don't think that you can do that at schools like that. You might,
so
but I don't think now you will.
So if it can happen in the pros, why wouldn't it happen at the bigger schools when the pros are definitely getting paid the big bucks? This happened and you had Malik Beasley and Terry Rozier and these guys has been accused of that, and then the Porter kid that was betting on games, this and that. I mean, I don't think it's really a matter of people can't be touched.
No.
No.
Hold on though. That's two different conversations though, Reem. Those people were betting on games themselves. What we're talking about is people coming to you with money to fix games. That's totally different. I think there's going to be kids. I think kids are going to be betting on games. I think kids are going to get popped for betting on games. But I thought we were talking about people getting like, we're going to give you some money to fix a game. That's totally different.
I was talking about it all because like the 13 players I was talking about, they all got in trouble for betting on games that they played in. They were betting on and against themselves. So
I think it's nothing you're gonna do about that. I think people just got the itch to bet. I think that's two different things. You talking about people wanting to bet? People gonna bet on.
But that's what I mean. So when you got the players actually betting, was what I was talking about, that the players actually betting out there, that is going to kill the integrity of the game when they're actually making them bets themselves.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know on that.
Well, something else that I had because when I had mentioned gambling before, I wanted to ask about these major professional athletes that have all of these gambling commercials. Now, like you got King James, you got Kevin Garnett, you got some super major people that are all down with this MGM bet and so on and so forth, which is fueling the fire. I mean, you got sports professionals at the highest degree. King James is the top dog, and he has like gambling commercials with Kevin Hart like nonstop. So do you think that athletes shouldn't even be endorsing gambling if they're not going to allow the players to participate in it?
Well, the thing is that
they don't say that they can't participate. They don't say that players can't bet. They just say you can't bet on your respective sport.
Which I think is cool. I mean, you shouldn't be betting on a game that you're playing in, and definitely shouldn't be. Anytime you bet in a game that you're playing in and you bet against yourself, that's that's suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody, even before there was the legal gambling and stuff, even amongst competitors and you playing against each other, you hear stories of NBA players betting on against each other. We gonna beat you tonight, dinner on you, that type of stuff. That's ultimately still a bet. But if I'm betting to win, and saying something like that, they're like, okay, but participating into this they are.
It's funny. Exactly.
So I don't think you should, anytime you bet against yourself, nephew, I'm surprised that you didn't make the bet for him. but yeah, That's what I'm talking about. Is going to get more widespread now because players have the access to bet. They can make bets and stuff on their phone now. Now, because to your question and to the athletes, do I think they shouldn't endorse it? No, that's still a deal and stuff for them to make because it still goes back to the responsibility of individuals. You know what I'm saying? As a bettor and everything, it's all the thing. So I mean that's the same thing that ultimately as an individual you have to take accountability and responsibility for yourself. That's like saying
they
shouldn't
do it, man. They should not do that. They shouldn't. And
Why do you feel
I
like
don't
they
think
shouldn't?
nobody in the world. I don't think nobody in the world is a bigger King James fan than me, bro. But that is one thing that I wish bro did not do. And just because I think that them gambling casinos and this betting stuff is paying them so much money to say that stuff. And I know that in their heart, like they only doing it because they're paying them so much to say that stuff. But they're not doing it because they really feel like this is a good thing. They're only doing it for money.
What do you feel is wrong for them to promote gambling? What is the problem with it?
The addiction and how tough it can be on people when they get involved in it, you know, and it's something that's so addictive. I don't think that it needs to be promoted by such superstars. It's beneath them. It is for them to be the end. And I'll say that to just wrap it up.
You know what I think is worse than that? You know what I think is worse than that though?
What's that?
Fast food. And they promote McDonald's all day.
I think so too. I think I'm with you 1,000,000%.
That's what that was my next point that I was gonna make. Like they promote that, Pepsi,
they promote alcohol,
Coca-Cola, all that, and that does more damage than anything. Like, but at some point in time, somebody got to take accountability to it. If you got diabetes, you can't just sit up and drink a 12-pack of Pepsi every day. You can't put that on the athlete.
What about if they was telling you to use crack? Is there anything that they shouldn't be? No, I'm asking though.
Illegal, bro.
Okay, but gambling used to be illegal too. It just now got legalized where all of this is lit like it is. So legality is kind of like, oh, the
gambling has been legal for
but
ages.
Not everywhere. It's opened up now. It's open. It opened up now more than what it was. Like Ohio just got it, and it was. And I don't think that gambling isn't a random thing. It's not like it's just some random thing. Like they have a science down to this in order to make you become addicted. They make you win so much that they think that you feel like you have a chance, and then they switch the odds on you. So I don't know. I just think
some people are good at it though. Some people know what they're doing with that gambling stuff.
But you got to think gambling has been going on since the beginning of time. I mean, you have bookies and bookkeepers and all this type of stuff that they've been gambling and running stuff since long before we entered this earth. You know what I'm saying?
There's no reason to justify things that aren't good just because they've been going on for a long time. No, that can't be the basis of why we saying keep it going because it's been going.
So now
we're trying to change so much stuff.
So how does that work then? Because now we're talking about a morality thing, and everybody got different morals, and everybody got different stances on morality based on what it is. So how do we go about?
Ja Morant can't hold up a gun, but LeBron can go and openly endorse gambling.
Whoa! What do you mean? He can hold up a gun. He can hold up a gun all he wants.
All I'm saying is all of these things are moral, like they got like this moral context, or like it's how the NBA wants to be viewed, basically. So a gun with a bro is bad, but gambling is okay. So it makes me think there's more collusion in the sport now that the NBA is openly endorsing gambling with their biggest superstars.
Well, that's one of their That's one of their business partners, though, bro. You have
And
to
see,
realize.
okay, so when there's gambling in sports and we questioning the integrity of the sport, then it's their own bed that they're laying. I mean, we probably still gonna consume it. They don't care because we like it so much that we are going to watch it anyway. But after seeing what they did with that Luka Doncic and LeBron going number one pick in the draft, and every time somebody who has a major situation, they always get compensated through the draft. Stuff is like rigged anyway. You know,
I mean,
but
this is
listen,
true, and that's always been
all of that. But all of us are huge sports fans, and you're going to continue to watch. But two, people are going to spend money in gambling. Do you realize the amount of revenue that the NHL, all these places make just off their gambling revenue alone? That's a whole new revenue stream that they were not tapping into. So you have to look at that like, why would we hate for our players to promote this new revenue stream?
I think gambling, what I think is gambling is something that it can be legal and people should have the right to gamble if they want to. But I do think that superstars who a lot of little kids look up to openly promoting gambling all the time is not a good look.
Why?
To me. Because I think that it's promoting something that could become addictive.
So
it's an addiction that can really wreck a life. You know, I don't know, man.
Let me ask you this. So we also at these sporting events, they promote alcohol. You got all this alcohol sale and stuff at games where everybody's getting drunk. You got athletes that do commercials for beer and everything and all those type of things, right? So that's still promoting. You got athletes promoting shoe sales and all this and that, and people go out here and they killing somebody for this shoe, this and that. At some point in time, stuff has to fall on the individual for everything because everything is something that's going to be out here being promoted. See, and then like when you're talking about the professional sports, we've always known that there's been a suspect part of professional sports. You know what I'm saying? My thing of what this situation is like, man, are we about to lose the integrity of what we thought was good with college sports? Because it was still of kids and competition and this and that. And now we about to lose the integrity of that, where this is strictly entertainment. Now we're going to have that becomes, what do we watch now for sports? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just going to continue to go down and down and down. So that's my take on that. But we gonna continue to watch sports. We're gonna continue to eat sugar. We're gonna continue to drink liquor. And all that stuff is gonna continue to go on. So I mean, that was good, thought-provoking conversation and everything. And I think that's a good thing. So for shits and giggles, what we like to do is provide thought-provoking conversation, interacting with our audience, be informative, and also entertaining. So I hope everybody is enjoying it. So what they're supposed to do, cuz hit like, subscribe,
hit the like button.
Hit the like button. So now on to the next thing, fellas. NBA training camp started this week. So I know both of y'all are big Lakers fans. You know what I'm saying? Big Lakers fans. And so how are y'all feeling about the NBA season starting?
I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a Lakers
that's right.
fan.
My fault, cuz.
Ahava is a Detroit Pistons fan that likes LeBron James. He likes LeBron James. He's not a Lakers fan. We're not even going to do this today.
Well, y'all both are the same now because he's a LeBron fan. LeBron going into year 23, and you're a big Laker fan, so he's a big part of what's going on. So, what are y'all thinking about the training camp starting, and then looking at LeBron and the guys that he's competed against? How y'all feel about? Y'all think we coming close to an end of an era with the KDs and Stephs and Kevin Loves and Kyrie's, because D Wade and Melo, they already gone and have retired. So what y'all thinking about this year 23 for LeBron and the Lake Show?
I think that we have a decent squad first and foremost. We're not going to be trash. Hopefully DeAndre able to fit in and find a role and find a place and not feel like he's being slighted in the role that he has to assume. Because he's going to be a double guy, but I don't think he's going to be. Clearly, he's not going to be the focal point. Now, it seemed like that was sort of where they ran into issues in Phoenix. But I think he's going to be nice. I think he's going to be nice with the Lakers, and we're going to be formidable in the West. The West is loaded. People always waiting to see when he's going to fall off, but he balling out of control.
Yeah, this a plug to just let everybody know that we got merch now too. So you're interested in the for shits and giggles t-shirt, sweatshirt, just get at us. T-shirt King is making all the shirts and everything for us. So, cuz what you looking for with the with LeBron this year?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, the thing that I'm looking for in the Lakers, right? I'm looking for Bronny to come and take the next level. I want to see Bronny get some PT this year and play like meaningful minutes in these games. Now, from what I've been seeing with Bronny is him being able to handle the ball more and facilitate, be a point guard and break down the defense. So that's the thing that I'm most excited about with preseason. I don't think LeBron is going to play in preseason. So today LB was like, man, I don't think LeBron going to play none of the preseason games. That I quickly told him, Bronny,
why should he?
He's playing. He shouldn't, and we know that. But I just wanted to let him know, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's okay because Bronny gonna be there. So, but for this year with King James, man, I just want to see him win. I want to see him win another championship. I feel like LeBron got so much more playing left to do that he could actually play. It's just a matter of how much does he want to continue to play. So I'll win. I want to see Luke get out there and ball out. Lakers win the championship.
So this is the thing. I'm glad you said like the preseason starting.
Skinny Luka. What we gonna do with Skinny Luka too? I forgot about that.
Yeah, training camp started on Monday, and we got preseason games already here on Thursday.
Hopefully, like, LeBron retires. Man, what?
How ready do you think people are? Players are to it used to be that training camp was for at least a couple weeks before preseason games started. Now that schedule there is a little hectic for me. So now, what other teams or what are y'all looking for? What trades or whatever took place over the offseason that y'all think is interesting team? Interesting team that y'all want to see this year, because like you got Houston made the big trade for KD, but Van Fleet go out already. He already hurt and probably gonna be out for the season. So what teams y'all looking forward to looking into?
I would like, me personally, and I heard somebody just talking about the possibility of what Philly can be if they stay healthy, and I'm like, what possibility is that? When you think about Embiid, Paul George, they legit, but they just get hurt so much. I can't see them, no possibility of them really doing anything with Embiid and them. Embiid and Paul George, they just get hurt.
How could Luka? This is a good point that Man brought up just now, bro. Like, how could Luka possibly have lost all that weight that fast, bro? Like, come on, man. That's not true, bro.
Well, no way, truth be told, Luka was fat though. If he changed up his diet, I could over one summer he can lose that much weight.
He can lose, okay. All right.
Yeah, you got to think too. Luka's still 25 years old, something like that. So yeah, he's still at a stage of life that quick. Yeah, it's not, and that'd be harder for us to lose that type of weight at 50.
Right. Maybe that's what I'm going off of. I'm like, bro, what does he mean?
What y'all think about Zion Williams and his weight loss?
Well, wait a minute. Let me tell you.
Quiet as cat too. I don't want to cut that off, but the Rams are about to go up.
I knew I should have picked with you. Uh, I pick after you from now on.
That's why I'm letting you pick first.
All right, hold on. Check game. Look, let me tell you guys my favorite team, though, because y'all don't know this. And I want to make sure I get this document because y'all always try to play me like I make stuff up on the fly. The Spurs with Wemby, Stephon Castle, and what's the other little kid, the kid's name over there that just his name starts with a V, last name.
Vassell.
Vassell. Bro, they nice. And we got the point guard from Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox.
Did you just say this your favorite team?
The Spurs.
Yeah,
The
he
Spurs
struggled
are
with some
my.
names there.
It's the true, but I can't remember no grown man's name. I'm a grown man myself. You know how much work I do. It's hard for me to remember these young kids' names now. But I know Wemby's name. And to me, I want to see Wemby like really play well. So the Spurs and the Lakers are my two teams this year. But I'm excited to watch the Spurs.
We don't want you, man. If you're a Spurs fan, you're a Spurs fan, man.
Now I'm LeBron. I'll tell you this then. I'm LeBron, Bronny, and then the Spurs.
That don't work. What happens when they play each other?
I go for the Lakers when they play each other. I'm LeBron fan first. LeBron fan first, and then I go to then after that the Spurs. You just said you like but you said you don't like the Sixers. I don't understand how you can't watch other players and teams and see the good in them. I can't watch that many, but I can at least watch Wemby and say, yeah, I want to watch.
No,
him.
you appreciate guys that are good, clearly. But
okay.
Lakers
So what's
fans,
your other team? What's your other team?
everyone would say Golden State.
Golden State.
But
I hate Golden State so bad, bro.
I like how Golden State play. Though. They play well. Their style of play.
Speaking of Golden State, well, you see that they refused to negotiate a contract extension with Steve Kerr during the season. Said they'll wait till after the season. Do you think that is because they are kind of feeling that this dynasty is running its course and this is the last year they're gonna give it?
It would make sense. I don't know how far. Is this the last year of his contract this year?
Yeah, that's why they're not negotiating an extension yet.
Draymond, I don't know how many years he got left. Steph, he clearly, I think the window with those three, well, Clay already gone. So, yeah, it makes sense that they wouldn't negotiate with him. And they about to start breaking that thing down. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like that's why I mean, not only with them, but just there's some eras that's about to come, and it's a new generation of younger guys that we have to start. We're gonna have to start, looking at as far as playing and everything too. So we got to start to try to appreciate some of this younger talent coming up. So with that being said. I'm talking about younger.
Hey, JR
talent.
crazy too. New York ain't coming out the East, JR. They're not.
Vassell nice. Vassell is nice. Spurs is nice. Young boys.
So did y'all see the ESPN top 100 players that they got listed as far as playing in the NBA right now? What y'all think of? So
I heard people going off about that.
Yeah, it was an interesting list, and just I would say it was just one pick on it that really made it interesting, and that was the fact that Cooper Flag was put as the 52nd best player in the NBA, and some of the players that he was over, Bradley Beal and things like that. Like, do y'all think it's too early to put him in that type of position to say he's Cooper Flag?
Cooper Flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, how do you rank a player that ain't played in the league yet and put him over people that's proven in the league? Like, they got him over some people that's averaged 16, 17, 18 points for multiple years.
Let me look at this list. Yeah.
I think it's definitely.
I'm gonna
I
see
mean,
who he's
it's an
in front of.
agenda at place. Clearly, people want to see him do well, and part of it, I think, everything factors in. One, he went to Duke. Two, he white. They want him to look good. They want him to be ranked high, and the expectations. I think it can come back and bite him though if he doesn't perform well. But the expectation is that people want to see him do. People want to see him do well for sure. They
So
want him
Chad said it's too early and he's the male Caitlin Clark.
I don't think he's nice like Caitlin Clark though. I think Caitlin Clark was, at least her college career, she was getting it done.
So what number was Cooper Flag? I see a list,
52.
but this stuff. Oh, he's 52.
Yeah, he was 52. That was saying. So it was some players that started at 99 coming down that he was listed above that are some proven veteran players. I think he had him over. He was over DeMar DeRozan, Bradley Beal, some players that have been proven.
He over Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
Is he better than Alex Caruso?
We don't know at this stage because he hasn't proven anything.
So
That's
is
what
that a yes or no? Yes or no? Would you list him above him?
No, I wouldn't have put him on the list at all because he hasn't played a game in the
NBA.
Paul George. No.
Nobody. He's not better than anybody
on Miles Turner, Trey Murphy, Jalen Suggs, Austin Reeves, Zion Williamson. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They should put him on the list, but
the thing is, players will that, and they'll go at him when they play against him because of that.
He's above Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, 77.
Exactly, and that's what I say. I truly agree with Bones' point. There's an agenda there. He is the first American white in a long time for them to try to have some hope about. All the rest of them have been European whites that have been good in the league. When was the last American white player that we could talk about to say that had done anything as far as, especially in the NBA? I mean, you had the one guy that came from Gonzaga, and we don't forgot his name by now.
Morrison.
Yeah, they Adam Morrison. They gave him a lot of hype, and he never panned out to be that good in the NBA. And I mean, he was very good in college, but then he got to the pros, and his game didn't transition to the pros, and that has happened a lot with a lot of these great white hopes that they have had. Saying from Christian Laettner to other players. So it is really transitioned into the whites that are in the league are European whites.
Yeah, look at this right here. But they also the Spurs got Ron Harper's son down there too, and he kind of nice, big guard. Yeah.
You really on this Spurs bandwagon?
Watch out for the Spurs. I like Wemby, man. I like players that are generational like that, man. And when I look at Wemby and I look at his game and his height and his physical attributes, I feel like he's an unstoppable created player like you make on 2K. Like Wemby sweet. He crazy sweet, bro. I used to make Wemby when I was like when you first used to be able to create players a long time ago with 2K.
So nephew JR just put in there the argument for best player in the league does not currently include an American. So who would that list of players be that they are arguing now that is the best player in the league now?
I mean, Shea.
You got the Joker, you got SGA, you got Giannis.
Giannis, you got
Those are like the
Wemby.
3 front runners. Wemby is not in there for the best player in the league right now.
Oh yeah, definitely is.
No, he's not. It's,
I mean,
it's those three.
I think real hoopers know that Wemby
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? They know what it is when they see Wemby. Don't nobody want no smoke. I know who the best player in the league is, but he's right. Who is the best American player in basketball right now?
Is it still LeBron? Who would y'all say? Has anybody as an American passed LeBron yet?
Has
Even
any
at 40?
American who's the okay? Other than LeBron, take LeBron out of it. Who is the best American player? Take LeBron, KD, and Steph out.
So we're looking at young players. Yeah, looking at young players now. Then yeah, let's look to the let's ask JR. He in the younger generation. Who's the best younger of this young generation of new players that's coming up?
Yeah, I kind of would give it to Curry almost. But if we take Curry out of it, I don't know who it would be.
JR came with good with Anthony Edwards and Tatum.
Anthony Edwards and Tatum, yeah, I think so.
That's it. Those
Anthony
definitely
Edwards is the best young player in the league.
Yeah, I definitely I can go with that.
I like Ja Morant. My favorite player. I don't know about the best player. I mean, he's the best to me, but I'd go with Ja. He's my favorite young player. Yeah. He got the most dog in him out of everybody. Him and Ant-Man both got that dog in them, but I like Ja Morant a little bit more. He a little more psyched out. So that would be my player that I like the most.
Yeah. So now transition is like to bring this up too for everybody that's watching out here that we do have a player from here, Caleb McConnell, who's playing for the Houston G League team. So everybody make sure that when you get a chance to check out some G League games, go out and support Caleb McConnell. Let's root for him to try to hopefully get called up to the big team this year. So he put in a lot of work this summer, working on his jump shot, trying to be ready to make that transition to playing on the big team. So good luck, nephew. Let's go out here and go get it. Well, we done lost Bone.
Yeah, I'm trying to wait to see if he's coming back.
Okay.
I mean,
so all right. So we looking forward to the NBA season. So we see who we're looking forward to. I think it's gonna be interesting to see this year. You think OKC can pull it off this year and go back to back, or you got another favorite for the championship? Chat, let us know who y'all favorite for the championship is.
I think we're gonna see the Lakers and the Cavs this year.
In the championship?
I here's Bone coming back. But this year I would
say y'all trying to kick me out, man.
we know you had to get off real quick to hit that crack pipe. But don't worry. I'll endorse it. I'll endorse it. No, we can endorse anything with no problem.
You really got an issue about this gambling thing, don't you, man? This gambling thing is triggering for you.
Bone, the question was early prediction for who you predict to be in the finals for the NBA this year. Early prediction.
That's a good one. I don't know. I want the Lakers to be in the finals out of the West, but I think it'll be tough to beat Denver again. I think Denver gonna be back in the mix. They sort of reloaded from what I saw, and out of the East, I don't know. I think it might be crazy enough. It might be it might be Philly. I think Philly or Milwaukee.
To
To JR, New York definitely ain't coming out the East. I don't believe in New York.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the East and what changes was made in the East. And
The only best up part is Dame. Dame ain't gonna be playing with Milwaukee though. That's gonna be
right.
That's a huge.
The Cavs got the best team in the East this year. This is the Cavs' best chance to come out of the East. The Cavs was really good last year, man. They lost to the Pacers, but the Pacers is down. And I think the Cavs was a little injured too and got banged up. But I would think the Cavs got the best chance to come out the East. It would have been so major if LeBron would have went back to the Cavs. Then
that would
championship.
Be an interesting finals that might get a lot of viewership because this year's finals viewership was way down, and that's because of the branding and the marketing of the two teams that was in it. And I don't think it was that people was really paying attention to it being basketball. It was based off of the brand of who was there. So the Lakers and Cavs would be a very interesting story with Bron being there. That definitely would drive a lot of viewership.
What Todd's calling
Ronnie.
Big Cat zesty. Y'all think Cat is zesty, man?
And folks be killing.
Cat be going at that cat, man.
All right, so looking forward to the basketball season now, bringing it in. We got a lot of preseason games to enjoy this weekend, so I have a little bit to talk. And so then on Tuesday, we look forward to having a recap of Week 5 in the NFL. Is there any major college football games, any top matchups this week that top games need to be watched?
Absolutely. The Noles about to beat the Canes this weekend. Mark it.
All right, so
Florida State will beat the Miami Hurricanes Saturday, 7:30. No doubt about it.
Let's mark that out as a game for everybody to watch so we can talk about that on Tuesday.
Oh, well, what about baseball? I mean, we got the baseball playoffs right now.
The Reds already got swept.
They gone home.
The Reds got swept.
The Reds got swept. I went to a Reds and Dodgers game this year, and the Dodgers killed the Reds. No, they beat them good.
Did the Yankees win today?
Who are y'all? Can we pick our World Series teams? Who we going?
The Dodgers or the Red Sox? I have two baseball teams. My National League team is the Reds. Yeah. My American League team is the Red Sox. I've always been the Red Sox.
We'll have to go with the Dodgers because I've been a Dodgers fan since Pedro Guerrero back in the day. So I like the Dodgers since way back then, and I like Mookie Betts now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a favorite team, but I have certain players and stuff that I like to watch. So I do like to watch Mookie Betts play. So I'm roll with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I like Dodgers, Yankees, Braves.
You are a bandwagon fan, man. The Dodgers and the Yankees. Are you serious? Name somebody that played with the Yankees 10 years ago.
Now, come on now. I know.
Look how long. Just say Derek Jeter, man. Just say Derek Jeter.
Alex Rodriguez. My boy, my pitcher, our closer, the best closer of all time. What's his name?
Mariano Rivera. You don't know his name?
Mariano Rivera.
You are not a Yankees fan.
Baseball is the most boring sport of all time to sit there and watch. Even the outfielders be in the outfield picking grass and just playing and doing cartwheels and shit. Like baseball's too boring for me to watch. Okay, but I do like hype.
You do not like the Lakers.
Best promo is the Dodgers,
like
the Yankees,
the Yankees,
the Braves.
and the Dodgers.
Huh?
The Yankees and the
Yankees,
Dodgers, man.
The Dodgers, they're the.
Are y'all seeing the
They're
chat?
not.
Because Man done started something. Because Cat is getting killed out here about being zesty.
Oh, they letting him have it in the chat.
they let him have it in the chat, man. Even Micah came in. Him Beezy that came in, and she said very zesty.
Dang.
Will says 7 foot and zesty. Man, I got some story.
Hey, JR got to defend that. He's saying they gonna come out the East.
Man, that is funny. Yeah, baseball is at this time of year. Baseball get very it gets good now with the playoffs. It gets good and get exciting. So I watched a couple games these last couple days, and it actually been pretty good. Yeah, I said he can't.
Baseball is not boring. That can be true, but it depends on what you're comparing it to. Because, like, for sports, me watching TV to watching baseball, going to the baseball game is pretty cool. It's okay. Like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, going to a baseball game is about 6 or 7.
So you saying you can't watch a baseball game on TV?
Yes,
I can watch
when the stakes are high enough. I can watch a World
regular
Series game.
season
I can watch
game
play.
in
Hell
a
no.
regular season game.
No. Why would I do that? Watch a baseball game? No.
Well, you really can't be a fan if you can't watch the sport.
You can watch it when it's time. I can't watch.
Okay.
Listen, you just watch a random NBA game. Can you watch let's say Charlotte versus anybody? Pick the team that you hate the most. Any of them. Which one?
Are you asking me personally? Can I do that?
Yes. Can you watch Charlotte versus Denver?
I am, but see, it's different for me. I am very much a sports fan. I can watch cornhole. I watch sports. I watch gymnastics. I watch track.
Hold on.
I like sports.
I understand that you can watch it, but
no, I enjoy watching.
Would you choose it over what? What would you choose it over? Would you choose it over
watching
movie?
That game? I would watch. Yeah,
You'll watch. I probably might watch that over
sports.
A movie too. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
But can you name me a Charlotte? Can you name me a Charlotte player of they starting 5 or?
Let's ask Will. Will in Charlotte. So he gets all the Charlotte
right
game.
now.
Watch college baseball. Damn.
All right. Now, college baseball, especially the College World Series, that is definitely good. You get to seeing some good stuff on there. That's no lie. That College World Series get real interesting. Yeah.
Bro, you're not a sports fan, man.
No, that's not true. Like, you're a fan of a team because you like watching that particular team play. But I don't think that I can just watch a whole game, right, of a team that I don't know none of the players. They don't play the type of offense that I like. You like a team because the way they play. So why would I watch a game when I don't like the way this team is even playing just to watch the sport? What are you doing? You can watch something better. Watch something for all my brothers and sisters out there that's in the chat. Listen to me. Well, if you don't keep watching sports, you can go and watch something else too, okay, to improve your life. Jeez.
So do you watch tennis?
So you mean to tell me you'll watch a Milwaukee? What's the baseball team for Milwaukee?
Brewers, the Milwaukee
Brewers versus the Arizona
Houston.
Diamondbacks. You'll watch that?
Yes.
Okay, where's tonight? Tonight? Y'all didn't
Baseball
even know
going on.
baseball was. Y'all didn't even know the playoffs was
It's
started.
football on tonight.
I've been watching baseball while we've been on the podcast. I've been
So
talking
you don't
back
watch.
and forth.
You don't watch no
Nah,
sports
bro, y'all act
unless
like that's
it's
all y'all
playoffs
watch is
or it's a
sports.
team
All
that
you
you
watch
like.
is sports.
Pretty
No,
much.
I watch other things besides sports, but I do watch a lot of sports. So
I don't really watch other stuff.
Will just gave us the starting five: LaMelo,
Okay.
Miles Bridges, Colin Sexton, Brandon Miller, and Mason Plumlee. That's the
Those
Charlotte
are all
Hornets
good
starting
players,
five.
too. Exactly.
Right. So
And
So you
we
wouldn't
didn't
watch
know 'em
them.
'cause we don't watch that team. No, I'm saying we don't know because you don't watch that team because
You don't know who Brandon Miller is?
we don't get
don't
that much
watch-
coverage of them. We don't get that much coverage of them up here.
You can. I watch the Lakers every game. I watch every game.
Yeah, if you got the league pass, I mean, but I'm saying that for the average
Yes,
person, if you don't have the league pass, I do too. But if you don't have the league pass, then you're not going to see. We won't see a lot of Charlotte Hornet games up here.
Right. That's what
But
I'm
you're
saying.
not entertained.
You're not putting your money where your mouth is then, because if you're such a sports fan, why don't you have league pass? I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about to the person who says they just
can't
would rather
afford
watch
it.
sports.
They can't afford it.
But you
They
just
can't
said that
afford it.
you just said you
They
don't
can't
watch
afford it.
You just said, but how did that go when you just said that you don't watch it, but you got the league pass, but you don't watch
I
it?
said
You
that
just
I
don't watch
won't
the
watch
random
a
game.
random. I won't watch a random baseball game.
You said
Sit
you
there
won't
and
watch.
a
That's
random
how we got
baseball
to
game. And
Charlotte.
y'all
You
said
You
think I
y'all
wouldn't
don't?
will.
watch a Charlotte game. You wouldn't watch a
Right.
random Charlotte game.
The chat, please, chat. Listen. Okay, listen. I'm capable of watching golf. Okay, I'm capable of watching baseball. But will I watch that instead of watching some kind of like little documentary, or not documentary, but the like a lecture that I listen to or something? You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Y'all are saying that y'all would rather watch a baseball game in the middle of nowhere for what? Instead of watching something else. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think y'all really do that. Y'all just saying y'all do that you don't. I know good and well you don't watch a damn Milwaukee Brewer.
Hey, you could ask
Maybe one Milwaukee
Taj.
player. Huh?
Ask Taj, and he will let you know I watch sports all the time. I don't.
I know.
You can see which TVs are on in the house and know who was watching it last, because I just watch sports, or I watch Sports Center, something to that effect. And he'll tell you that. They like watching other stuff. I don't really watch other stuff on television.
I watch a lot of sports, but only exciting stuff, not just any random sport. Like, for example, you could. Would you watch a rugby?
Do you realize that it's exciting? You can see something in a game that's
you watch a rugby
that's exciting, but they may not be. You said, "Will I watch rugby?"
Yeah. Yes. All right. Yes.
No, I'm not watching. I ain't watching rugby. I'm not watching rugby. I ain't gonna lie about that one.
So that's what I'm saying. Okay. All right.
You know what I don't watch?
Everybody's got a limit. Everybody's got a limit.
I don't watch stuff like this. I don't watch NASCAR. I don't watch Formula One. I don't watch curling. I do watch. I even watch. What's crazy? I watch skiing. I watch tennis. I watch tennis. Baseball. Pretty much any other sport, track, everything I watch. Because it's competition. I'm a competition
baseball on like on the TV while I'm working or something and doing that, and it's background noise. But for me to really focus on the baseball game, that's gonna be never. I can't do that. I'm like, what am I doing? Watching this.
Will you watch gymnastics like in the Olympics or college? Will you watch gymnastics?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I can watch gymnastics. I don't like hardly any of the Olympic sports. That shit is no. Basketball.
Will you watch swimming? Will you watch swimming?
A little bit. I can watch swimming. You know, it's quick enough to keep my attention, but huddling in football and all of that other stuff like that, to me, it slows down.
Hold on, you don't like watching football? It sounded like you said you don't like
all
football.
parts of it, not all parts of a football game. Some of it is stupid.
You are not a sports fan.
I am. I watch football game. I got NFL League Pass. I got Red Zone channel. I got
just because you have
three or four fantasy football leagues.
But you're clearly saying that you don't enjoy watching it. You just said that.
I said parts of it. Parts of it is stupid to me. I don't like when they like just keep running into a pile of people. To me, I feel like I know they might be weakening the line for later, but some of it just ain't dumb.
You talking about running play?
You said running
and
into
like they don't play in football. This is in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Please chime in. Tell me, am I tripping in the chat? Listen, in football, don't they play in the last 2 minutes of the game like they should play the whole game? Like they go down the court, down the field, boom, 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 touchdown. Every time at the end of the game, the team goes knife through butter to the touchdown. But throughout the whole game, they can never do this. But at the end, it's cash money records. Why? It's a slow game. You're playing a slow pace, but when you speed up, you do better. But no, they say this is I'm supposed to like not perceive what I see and think some better strategy is out there that I just don't understand. It's not that. They're doing stupid stuff. They're not playing the way that they can to score.
Let me ask you this thing.
They're saving their strength for later. Am I right or wrong, chat? I know.
Are there any parts of a basketball game that you find boring to you, or all of basketball is up to par?
Is there any timeouts, halftime?
What?
I don't like that. I don't like those parts.
You don't want
of the
your
game.
team to be able to go into the locker room and make adjustments?
I'm talking
so
about from the aspect of me watching the game. All right.
Halftime is overrated.
I don't feel like waiting, basically. But I know it's a part of the game. But you're asking me parts that I don't like, and I'm
actually in the game.
Part of the game that I don't like watching. I don't like watching halftime.
What about free throws? You cool with free throws then?
Oh, I hate penalties. Yes, that's another part. I hate the penalties.
This is what you really call the non-athlete of the For Shits and Giggles crew.
Golly, you don't like timeout.
So do you want us to fast? You want the team to just fast forward through and then like live action? Y'all don't need to talk about that. Let's go to the next play.
Look, I like watching the action, but some of the parts that's needed in the game, you need a halftime, you need timeouts, you need this and that. I understand all of that, I'll tell you another part of you need it, but I'm talking about from an observer, from the person that's watching the game. These are parts of the game you like, man, damn, hurry up, get back to it. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes. And I'll tell you another part that I don't like about sports: the anxiety. When you really want your team to win, y'all watching the game. Who's winning?
The Rams just put the ball on the Rams just fumbled and gave the ball to the 49ers on the goal line. They may have won the game.
Who's gonna win?
San Francisco. Y'all may have got away with one.
We got away.
Still a minute.
They were on the goal line. They just fumbled the ball.
There's still a minute left. The quarterback may decide to run back and run it into the end zone and take a safety.
Well, they're going to get the ball on the 1 yard line. They're going to have to try to run it out. I don't know how many timeouts they have left.
Well,
Yeah,
it looks
that's the
like
fumble.
we're gonna escape.
Well, if Bro had it his way, they wouldn't be allowed to have no timeouts or nothing.
Just right to the next play.
Right to the
Hey,
next play.
So
Hey,
they didn't have a chance.
Big bro said, "It's ADHD. I have no time to wait. I need exactly, basically. Yeah, that's funny. But honestly, so y'all think every part of the game is interesting? It can be interesting, but it's enjoyable to watch.
But for me, it is because I'm just like I said, I'm a competition freak. So when all of the different sports I can find like entertainment value in seeing people just competing and all that stuff, I don't get bored with it. So that's what's cool to me.
Nah, I see that. Nah, that's right. I feel you.
I like what the thing that I like about sports is that from being an athlete, you know what it takes to get to that point to what happens on the game day. So it's always a thing to appreciate the process of what people had to go through. And that's why I say that you can't say anybody is a bust or they trash or this and that. Some people just maybe got to a level that they weren't as good as that level once they got to the pros, that they were just better college players or a situation in the pros, a team, a system or something didn't equate over to them. But understanding the process of what it takes for athletes to get there, man, you can't overlook that, man. So yeah, you enjoy every part of it, man, and you see the ups and downs or the heartache with it, So that's why it goes back to what we originally were talking about with the whole thing of gambling and hoping that it don't trickle down too much into college sports so that the integrity of the game is lost. Because at some point in time, you still like the purity of a sport to be able to watch the sport for what it is, to truly see people go out and compete and the best person win. So
100%, 100%. And I love what MV said. You think a football player gonna be able to play? A big football player gonna be able to run around like that for 3 hours or an hour without getting no break?
Right.
Come on,
I
bro.
understand. Listen, you guys. Of course, I understand that the players have to sit down for a second. You have to have a timeout. I already said that. But I'm saying from just the observer standpoint, little part, and this is me. Yeah, it's okay. If I like want in these parts of the game, if I'm like, oh my God. Like if they keep fouling at the end of a basketball game, hold on. I know this is a part of the game y'all don't like. When a team is down by 8 points and it's like 10 seconds left and they foul them one more time or two more times, that's a part of the game you enjoy?
Now I don't like that foul if it's 2 seconds on the clock and you down by 20. No, I don't like that part of it. But when you
Not
say
20,
like
but you down by 6 and it's 3 seconds left,
that's an unnecessary foul. You know what I'm saying? But
You don't have enough time to come back.
But if you go to 15 seconds and you down by 6, I understand that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But coaches do it where it gets on your nerves. Is the point, right?
If it's at a unnecessary situation where you like, oh yeah, that's the game is over with. You know what I'm saying? You see people do stuff like where coaches try to act like they still coaching, and it's 10 seconds left on the clock, and you down by 30, and they can try to get self-pub to say, oh, he coached them to the end. Man, the game been over with. The game been over with. Get the game over with. Go ahead, load the bus, and get on home. Move on to the next game. So, but anything where there's is that a game is winnable, 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Like I said, I've been in a game where we was down by 2 with 9 seconds to go in the game and end up losing by 12 because of people got technicals and stuff like that. I mean, things like that happen. But yeah, if it's unnecessary, I can get that and understand that. But that's not unnecessary. So
how did y'all lose that game though? You supposed to be the point guard. If you let y'all lose that game, that's on you, Gilbert.
You didn't pay attention to the story, I see.
Hey, you said they got technicals and all this, man. You supposed to give them that ear like, man, you got to be better.
Our coaches got technicals.
You got to talk to them like, come on, coach, get it together.
Yeah, I did after the game.
And that's when you end up getting kicked off the team.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That was probably the opening door to start of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he didn't. They didn't like nothing that I had to say when that took place. But yeah, that happened. So all right. So who's starting off with for shits and giggles for tonight?
I always piggyback, so I just wait to hear what people say. Bro took out and bro take my picks all the time, so I'm just, you know what I mean. That's why I wait to hear what he says for his, and I go with mine after that.
All right, so I got one. Let me see which. Oh, okay, I'll just talk about this. You know, there's pressure for people to act a certain way, look a certain way, portray themselves as a certain way, you know. And I learned that today. Man, from a customer that wanted to get some shirts made, and they just, I don't know, man. It's about just people coming together in unity and stuff like that. And it was just funny to see how much pressure social media and like what other people think of you or try to dig out what you mean by certain things, how much that means to people. So I know I probably didn't explain it too well, but
you didn't give us a lot of details, but I'm tracking.
Because I don't want to talk about the person. I don't want to talk about them and say what we was kind of like. I don't want to just talk about their particular problem because I don't think that that's good to do. So I don't want to get too detailed about it, but it's something that made me think like, dang, and then laugh about it at the end. Like, wow, that's how things are.
Well, if you can't give us more details than what you gave,
nah, that's the best I can do. I just told y'all sitting there watching this stupid game. Y'all didn't even listen to me. What did I say? Huh? What did I say?
Where is all this aggression coming from?
I don't even know.
We definitely know. You were sort of talking around your point, and you didn't want to tell their name. You don't want to tell their problem, and then you don't want to tell us anything about the details leading into the problem. So I'm sort of stuck at, okay, you don't want to tell me anything, but we got you.
But laugh now. Let's laugh about it.
Yeah, that's for shits and giggles. That's for shits and giggles.
You can't do that.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna piggyback.
That was a freestyle.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. Man, I met this dude yesterday, man, and I don't really want to say nothing about what's going on in his life, but when I hear what he told me, I just feel a great need to, you know, I want us to be more unified. But hey, man, y'all stop laughing. It's serious, man. I just want us to start building together. And I don't want to use his name or nothing about the story that, you know, happened with us. But if we start to build, I think that our future looks a lot better as a people if we just start to unify. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, that's solid, ain't it? Go on, Ring. Bring it home. I know you got one.
Oh yeah, I got something great. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna really go into all the details about what happened in it. But what I do want to do is take the time out to say to one of our viewers tonight who's been commenting, her 50th birthday is coming up and she got a celebration this weekend. So I want to say happy 50th birthday to Micah M. Beasy. Happy birthday. Love you.
Happy birthday, sis. Happy birthday to you. Happy 50th.
Man, I ain't wishing Micah nothing, man. Just understand. I'm not even going to say anything. Bowling Green, Findlay, Ohio, and just the history.
There's some stories. There's some stories to be told on that one.
Yikes.
You might want to thank her though.
Unity.
Exactly. If it wasn't for that unity, we might not have Bone here today with us. Well, all right, take us on up out of here, cuz I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in and joining in with us. We'll be back on Tuesday. So be looking forward to going over our picks and having a few breakdown of a few games and seeing what other current events take place. So be sure we enjoy everybody in the comments, commenting and help move on the conversation. Like I said, for shits and giggles, our aim is to have informative conversation and also be entertaining. So we enjoy everybody commenting in and helping us, and please continue to tune in.
Salute.
Peace. Love you guys.